recap what happened last session?
We parked at the Valet Kings. Flynn almost had someone go take out the Sarlacc pit before told otherwise, and then
we found a not dangerous helmet at all.
yeah.
Perfectly acceptable.
Yep.
Then we were able to solve the puzzles to enter the tomb.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess we'll pick up in the tomb. So at the moment, it's really dark in here. You've from memory, you brought with you CLX, Red Envoy, and Mokhun.
Right.
So
and
yep.
Bullseye, I think.
Yes, and Bullseye. So they're in there with you. Rather than trying to move them around with you, we'll just move them as you do. For now, recover any strain that you might have. And roll me some destiny.
Star Wars lightsabers are OP because they're also light source. Ah, yes. Very dark.
Wow. Look at that destiny pool.
Right.
That's not foreboding.
And and we add one to it, but it gets flipped into dark. And because we've got less people, I'm going to be nice and let you roll a second destiny as well, each.
Another dark. Let's go. 4 darks. Oh.
You get 1 light point. Okay.
No, we don't.
Well, I've already flipped the bonus one that you get for being Paragon. So you've got 1 light point and 4 dark. Right. So ahead of you, you've got a couple of directions you can go. It's up to you what you want to do here.
I mean, always go up. Don't bring me down. Let's go up.
Right. Yeah, so is that closed off or something? It doesn't.
Oh yeah, this door. There's a door here.
Yeah. So that's that one. Yeah, so you come up to this door, and as far as you can tell, it's like this big stone slab. That as you look around it, you see some seams on it, so you know it's a door rather than some sort of wall.
Well, it's not just gonna open it.
What did you say? Sorry.
So it's not gonna just open, is it?
No.
Alright, can I try pushing on the door?
Yeah, you can try pushing at it.
Was that a check, or do I just say I'm try to push at it?
Yeah, give me a brawn check. Not brawn. I guess brawl would be the closest for strength.
Wouldn't the athletics for pushing?
Yes, athletics would be better. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's late slash early.
I punch the door.
The door punches back.
What difficulty?
Daunting.
That's 4, right?
Yes.
Did it show up?
Yeah. You
There it is.
failed.
Oh, failed somehow.
Yeah, you push against it, and like it doesn't really shift at all. But with the advantage, you work out that it's not shifting because as you start pushing on it, you notice that it looks like it's supposed to slide upwards. As opposed to outwards.
Can I try pulling it out, like lifting it?
Sure. It'll be a formidable check with 2 upgrades. Sorry, not formidable. What's the next one? Daunting. No, hang on. Daunting is 4, formidable is 5.
Yes.
Yeah, formidable.
Did you want CLX to help?
You strain a bit as you slide your fingers underneath this, and you start lifting it, and you get it up to a point where if someone lies down on the ground, they could probably see through it. If they're really willing to try, they could try crawling through it, but it's gonna take, I'm gonna have you keep rolling that check to see how long you can hold it, basically. So if you want someone to crawl through it, this thing's heavy. Very heavy.
Well, I will send I'll send my pet through.
Okay.
And I will say CLX go help him. So CLX is gonna go help.
Okay, so two people are trying to crawl under.
No. CLX is going to try to help Nadrock with the door.
Hold it.
Okay.
I think.
So CLX do that check, and then if you succeed, then you're succeeding in helping. Yeah. So CLX takes a strain as well. And the two of them are holding this door. It is. I mean, they're not really able to lift it any higher because it takes far too much energy to do so. But at the moment, they're holding it open. I'll say that's long enough for your pet to get through. But if anyone wants to crawl under it, I'll have them retake the check for the length of time it takes someone to crawl under.
Let's not do that because then they have no way to get back.
Is there any rocks or anything like that we could put in here?
You could look around.
Look for something to put underneath the door.
Triple triumph. Let's go.
I will do that. What's the difficulty?
Well, let's put your token where you're wanting to search first, and we'll base it on
I'll just
that.
kind of boop back in here.
So, yeah, immediately in your vicinity, you can see this cylindrical container right next to you. Over the other side, there appears to be like a cubed crate. And there's some sarcophaguses that you can see from your current position as well.
Cylindrical thing made out of.
Give me a perception check, I guess.
Difficulty?
Average.
Helps if I'm on the right character sheet.
It would certainly.
I'm like, that is a horrible perception for me. Something's not right.
Yeah. So you know that this is a standard crate. It's not that dissimilar to what now exists. But it's quite old. So you know it's made of Durasteel. However, you also know that Durasteel, as it ages, can have its structural integrity weaken.
I'll quick go take a look at this one.
That one is also made of Durasteel. This one in particular, though, looks like it's rusted. I mean, you can also try to open them if you want, but that's entirely up to you.
Yeah, sure. I'll open them.
What method would you like to use?
Skullduggery?
Sure.
What's the diff?
Difficulty for that will be average. Yeah, you open the crate there without too much difficulty, and inside you find you find what appears to be some equipment left behind by what you would assume is grave robbers or tomb raiders. So in there you've got some rope. There's also what appears to be like a chisel set, a pickaxe, some sort of like jack. And like a pry bar of some sort.
Alright, I'll go over here, and I will tell the other troops to bring the crate over, or the contents of the crate over here.
Okay.
And I'll try opening up this one.
Yep. Same check.
I'm going as fast as I can, guys.
Take your time.
I'm pretty sure you're not saying take your time.
I'm saying sarcastically.
Oh, well, in that case, carry on.
Yeah. So this one you get open without too much difficulty, and I'm gonna have you roll me a rare loot, 2 rare loot rolls and 1 standard loot. For this one.
Standard. Rare. Rare.
Yeah, so I think they're things you've found before.
Data pit card containing orders.
Yeah, that one. So what you find there is hang on, sling. Yep, you've already got that. So the orders are basically ordering some young Sith acolyte to find an ancient relic from here and return it to their master. These are, they're dated, and from what you can tell, the date is roughly 2,000 years ago. Give or take. It's a little hard to tell for certain because the dating system has changed a few times since then.
Anything on the data card besides just go get this, or?
It's also got a couple of phrases there. The first one that is very legible is there is only passion. And the second one shown there is through passion I gain strength.
Blah blah blah. Sith propaganda. I will grab the contents in this container and move it over here and slide it underneath there. Slide it in there.
Okay, so while you're checking all of this, I'll have CLX and Nadrock give me that earlier check again to see if they're still able to hold it this long. Take some strain, but yeah, you've held it without too much trouble so far. Just starting to, wear you out a little bit. CLX, on the other hand, is let the door slip a little bit, and it's put some extra strain on Nadrock as a result, so take 2 strain.
My bad. Sorry.
So, yeah, Nadrock can take another 2 strain. There you go. And you slide this this crate underneath the door. The cylinder.
And I want to slide it in the corner, not like in the middle. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Along the
And
side, I should say.
as you let the do you lower the door onto this thing? What do you do here, Hadrock?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see how well it holds up. Apparently, it holds up. Oh, hang on, I've done that wrong. That should have been... that way. No, it doesn't hold up.
Thanks for giving us false hope.
Yeah, so the door crushes this container. It's still open a bit as you lower it down, but not enough for anyone to crawl through.
What about my pet?
Your pet can fit through it.
All right, I will send my pet through at least, and I will look through its eyes.
Okay. So I'm going to drop a second copy of your token there to represent your pet.
And we will look for maybe a lever or something along that lines.
Okay. Give me... yeah, a daunting perception check. Actually, who's looking for it? Are you looking for it on, like, you guys, or the pet?
Well, I can see through the pet's eyes.
Yes. But it's more that's gonna determine the response here. Who's looking for a lever right now?
Nope.
Sorry?
We could look. Why don't we look real quick on the outside before I look again through the pet's eyes?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, give me a daunting check. Perception.
Helps if I raise not my force rating, but the difficulty.
That indeed.
Perception.
Yeah, so you notice that the shield against the wall seems weird.
Now, check out the shield. You're talking
All right.
this, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. What do you want me to do with the shield?
Are you awake?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What do you want me to do with the shield?
I don't know.
So yeah, the reason it looks weird to you is that it seems to have a symbol on it that is oddly reminiscent of the Jedi Order.
I pick it up and do I feel anything?
As you pick it up, the door opens.
That's weird.
Sorry, I need to lift this now. Go.
Whose tomb was this again?
I believe it was the tomb of a Sith Lord.
Thank you, Captain Obvious. I was talking. Which one? And what do we know of them?
Do you remember, or are you looking for an answer?
Trying to see if I can remember, but also the other way around.
I don't think you actually knew which Sith Lord the tomb belonged to. Looking at my notes. You just, you matched up the symbol on the coins to this doorway.
Okay, well, we're in here. I'll have my pet come back to me. And
Okay.
while we're in here, let's take a look around this first area here and see if we can't find any info on this, on whoever we're on. I'll check this data pad here again and see if they have anything more on this tomb in here.
So as you look at it again, you notice that its content seemed to have altered slightly. And the first line of the stanza is now filled in and says, "Peace is a lie."
Wait, so the data pad changed already?
Yeah. It has most of the same content. It just has in front of where it said, there is only passion, through passion I gain strength. It now says peace is a lie right in front of it where it should be placed.
Oh yes, the Sith code.
Yep.
Data pad is changing for me?
It did, yeah.
Now do I take a look at this, and I will pass him the data pad.
It's a data pad. What do you want me to look at?
The contents of the data pad.
All right, what do I
Hold the
see?
door for a little bit, and you become such a sassy brat.
What does the data pad say for me?
So it says the same thing for you as it did for him. It says your orders are retrieve the relic from the tomb for your master. And then it says underneath that, peace is a lie, there is only passion. Through passion I gain strength. Sorry, yeah. Yeah, that's how far we've gotten.
Yeah, just some orders in the first bit of the Sith code.
What do we do with these coffins here?
Wait, hold on. Would my character know that's a Sith code? Is that common knowledge for Jedi?
Probably not.
So,
however, based on the Clone Wars campaign, I seem to remember Cordan running into it once. So remembering it from then is significantly easier. So if you want to give me an easy lore check, we'll see if you remember from then.
To be fair, if he doesn't recognize it as a Sith code, it's like the opposite of the Jedi code, which he should recognize.
Yeah. Because you're only accessing a memory of a few years back rather than potentially something that you learned many years ago. But yeah, so yeah, make it an easy lore check.
The Adventures of Flynn, Novar, and the Temple of the Sith.
Hmm.
Da, 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 da.
Still Lucas.
This is true.
Crossover when?
Yeah, you recognize it as what you learnt back then. This is the Sith code, or at least the first part of it.
Oh, have you seen a picture of my pet, Bedrock?
Probably not.
Copy image. Let's try it again.
Let's see. Are these like collapsed in? Is that kind of what's on the sides? Like just collapsed in rubble?
They appear to be doors similar to the one you already come across.
That aren't just opening because I have the shield, most likely.
No, then those ones aren't open. Are you still holding the shield, or are you...
Yeah, I'm still holding it.
Okay.
Let's take a look and let's sweep this main lobby before we go anywhere else.
I'm not leaving that shield. That's essentially a key. Keep that with me.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go down this way and sweep this lobby. There's a door here, or is this a entryway?
That is a door, yes. So as you come down this side, you also notice that one of the sarcophaguses does not have a lid over it.
Is there a spooky skeleton inside?
This one here, right?
Yeah. So inside you see something. I mean, a person dead of some sort, clad in armor.
What does the armor look like?
It's
Just normal Sith armor?
looks fairly durable. Looks a little bit spiky on the shoulders. It's some weird mix of like a meshy fiber and what appears to be some form of metal. It's black with these sort of dark grey accents on it.
Any identifying writing or anything like that on it on the sarcophagi? Flynn's looking for knowledge.
There is some ancient Sith text on the side.
Crap. Hey, can you read this?
Mokun looks at it and says, his the text says, his name shall not be known, for he has failed me.
Does he know what tomb this is?
He isn't certain. This didn't
Okay.
exist while he was here.
I'm gonna do a skullduggery in the sarcophagi.
Okay.
Because
Yeah,
what's
give
diff?
average.
Are you?
You don't find anything in there other than what you can already see with you. So just the armor wearing skeleton.
Head on over to this sarcophagi, see if there's any writing.
Yeah, over on the other one there is some text there. I mean, I guess Nadrock's translating Mokhoon's stuff if he's wanting to.
Yep, that's what I'm doing.
Okay. So the text on this one appears to be mostly worn off. It seems to the part of it that's visible says coward, according to Mokhoon.
Oh. What's up with the statue here?
So the statue you're looking at there appears to be basically a statue of a individual with like tentacles off the bottom of his face. Give me a xenology check or lore check and see if you know what this is precisely. But
It's gonna be great.
They're wearing armor, holding what appears to be a sword.
What's diff?
Be formidable.
5, right?
Yeah, lore or xenology. I don't really mind which.
Oh, it's gonna be great because I have none. So boop.
You have
I mean,
no
that's not
idea.
so bad. What the hell is this? Do those tentacle things on his face look like they're supposed to be there?
Yes.
Okay, so that's okay. Well, at least we know that, that guy doesn't have some kind of disease. Alright.
When you say what the hell is this, Mokhoon basically says a statue.
Yeah, I have no idea what Marcoon said unless Nedrock translated.
He says it's a statue.
Wow. You too.
This temple has a way of bringing out the sass in me.
I meant, what species was that?
Sith, what does it look like?
What the hell did he say?
I translate.
I don't know, I've never seen a Sith.
What do you mean you've never seen a Sith?
Exactly that. I've never. They're not common, if at all.
They're supposed to be extinct. Supposed to be.
You said there's a door at the end of this, like, kind of like the other one.
Yeah, very similar to the other one.
This one's shut.
It is, yeah.
All right. So let's make our way back up this way. I'm still gonna be looking for writing on the walls and whatnot, and sarcophagi and whatnot. I don't know anything about the Sith Lord, and it's bugging me.
Okay.
Especially since, Silverback may have known something and not have told us.
Right. Well, yeah. So there's more writing on the sarcophaguses. One of them says, is it? There it is. One of them says, this one is a traitor. And the final one says, thief, you shall not be remembered.
Yeah. Hey, Nadrock, should we look in the sarcophagi or leave them?
We definitely leave.
Okay. Boop. In the other room.
Yeah. So in here, I'll let you. You both sort of tell me what you think you see or what stands out as important here first, and then that'll tell me what you're investigating in here.
This is important, but this crate is bothering me.
Okay. So what would you like to look at first?
I'm gonna go with the crate first.
Okay. Are you gonna open it, I'm assuming?
Indeed.
Give me a hard skullduggery.
Let's go dug this. Yeah, dig it.
Inside you find a few vibroblades and what appears to be an old blaster. The stats for which are is it? Here we go. I'll just put them here. So
Now, these don't seem super special, right? They just seem run-of-the-mill.
the vibroblades seem relatively normal. I'm just putting in the. There you go. That's the blaster.
Ranged heavy?
Yeah, it's like it's not a pistol. It's a little bit larger than a pistol. It's like In terms of length, you would say it's about
Fine.
like a foot in length, and it's fairly like sturdy in terms of like width. So it's the barrel entrance you can see is quite wide. Um,
I will toss the gun to Envoy.
okay.
Just hold on to. I'm guessing the equivalent to a Star Wars shotgun.
Uh, yeah, a little bit. It's a little bit different. I mean, if you know, I'm just gonna do this. As Envoy gets it, he decides to test it by shooting the floor, and a fairly wide, like beam of energy comes out. It's it almost acts like a grenade launcher, but just energy beam. Like a energy blast, like you get off of a standard uh, uh, blaster pistol or rifle or anything. But it's it just launches these large sort of energy bolts that kind of explode on impact, sort of thing.
I will roll my eyes, grab the gun. I say you lost this privilege, and I will pass it to Red.
All right, Mom.
So
We're in temple. We don't know how stable it is. Let's not be shooting things randomly.
So the other thing, as you hand the gun over to Red and say that you start to hear this I don't know how you'd describe the sound, like this sort of I guess thumping. You know what? A good way of putting it would be the scene from Fellowship of the Ring when Pippin knocks the skeleton down the well in Helm's Deep.
Great, they have a cage troll.
But not quite the same. But you start to get this thumping sound that's echoing through.
Okay, let's see. What did we do?
I am so angry with you right now. Ugh. Is it coming from where, underneath us, or?
Um, it's a little hard to tell with the way everything echoes here as to which direction it's coming from.
Alright, I'm gonna go check out that spot now.
Gonna check out what? Sorry.
That one spot? The one in the middle that I here.
Yeah. So what you see there is some sort of ancient tablet with what appears to be some text on there.
I'll walk up and probably realize it says something in Sith.
Yeah, it says something in Sith.
Yeah, can I Translation?
All right, Makun, what does it say?
Only those worthy of being called true Sith may enter here.
Does Makun know the Sith code?
I don't see why he wouldn't.
Go to the doors and start saying the Sith code, Makun. Probably won't work, but it might work.
He walks up to the door. Which one in particular?
Go to this one first.
Yeah, he starts spouting the Sith code, and then just stares at the door for a moment, then looks back at you and shrugs.
It was worth a try.
Maybe try saying it to the template? Meanwhile, let's get ready to fight.
That's the secret. I'm always ready to fight.
Right as he stands in front of the tablet again, the thumping stops. And he looks back at both of you and, like, just staring at you for a moment there.
I will quick draw my blasters. Yeah. What's up with the other pillars? If nothing's happening.
The pillars?
These corner things and things in the corners.
They're like urns or pots or something like that. However you want to describe that. Like, yeah, they appear to be like stone, like pottery, basically.
Have any ideas of how to open these doors?
I'm looking. Well, we got this pottery here. Try shooting the pottery.
Anyway, I started blasting.
Okay.
Here lies our brave adventurers. They started blasting.
Yeah, you shoot these pots, they shatter. Inside one of them appears to be, well, what you could only describe as like small little multicolored gems. As you blast open a second one, some sort of dust or sand falls out.
I'm gonna have them hold off. I'm gonna take out these multifaceted or colored gems because cha-ching, potentially.
Yeah, sure. I guess if you're wanting to appraise it, it would be a knowledge. Underworld? Maybe? It's the closest thing I can think of.
Ooh, I actually have something. What's the diff?
Hard.
Hmm. Aha!
Okay. Yeah, you appraise it, and the collection of gems altogether you think would be worth, well, let's roll this to find out precisely.
I'm keeping these.
That's one extra 0 than it should be, so let's just chop the 6 off.
That is. Oh. Is that 2 million?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's still 2 million.
2.56.
So, let's do it this way. Okay, I can't highlight that number. So I'll have to copy it. 2565900. Oh, Flynn's gonna be super ass rich. Flynn's gonna be super ass rich.
In case it wasn't quite clear, there's roughly 50 gems there, which is why it's 50 D. Supposed to be 100,000 potential for each of them, but accidentally put the extra 0 on there.
I mean, I'm sad that it's not worth as much, but you know. And I spelled gems wrong.
Okay. Yeah, so, Mokun looks at you and says, "Do you still want me to recite this here at this tablet?"
All the urns are shattered?
I don't know. How many did Nadrok attack?
I didn't attack any. I don't just. I'm not just gonna
I've
randomly
only
attack.
shot 2 so far.
Okay.
I will finish off the rest of the urns then.
Why are you shooting the urns?
I don't know.
Are you gonna shoot the other 2, or are you just leaving it with those 2?
Yeah, I'll shoot the other 2. Why not?
Right. Well, so as the last one breaks, the door behind you seals.
Great.
Inside the other urns, one of them appeared to have coins similar to what you used to get in here in the first place, but they don't look gold.
Pick those up.
They look more like I guess you'd call it metallic, just like a metal color. Some with some degree of rust, others just fine.
And the other pot?
And the last pot was the one that was the last one you attacked, and what sealed the door. And nothing seemed to be in the pot, but you can see that that the pedestal it was sitting on seems to have raised up a little bit since the pot was smashed.
I'll go take a look at it.
Yeah, give me a hard perception. So what you notice about it is this particular pedestal seems to be shifted upwards by well, from what you can tell, the floor underneath it seems to have raised.
Okay, anything particular about that, or?
Depends on what you want to do with it now that you've noticed that.
Well, the floor underneath has raised.
Yeah.
Definitely take a look at that.
Right. Well, what you notice is that the tiles it was sitting on, there's a seam midway in each of the tiles, and it seems like the floor it was sitting on is well, it's its own tile made to look like the ones around it, and without like if you hadn't smashed it, you wouldn't have noticed that it was separate because it seems rather seamless. But it's basically the cross section of the tiles around it is just carved into this one that's raised a bit. You you'd almost describe it as like a weight sensitive plate, which is probably why the door shut behind you.
I'm gonna take the crate and put the crate on top of this pedestal.
Okay. Right. The pedestal lowers a little bit, but it's not all the way set back in the floor.
Just not heavy enough. I will I will fill the thing up with bits and pieces from the other pots and stuff like that, and rubble,
Okay.
and then try again.
Yeah. So as you give me an easy athletics check for piling this stuff in. Not that it's difficult. It's more just is it going to cause you any strain? Because it's going to take a bit of effort.
Famous.
Yeah, you doesn't take too much difficulty to put all this stuff in, and you put all of the bits of rubble from the other pots in here, and yeah, then by the time you finished, the door behind you opens back up, and you look at the floor tile that was sitting on, and it's sunk further into the ground than level height. And yeah, I'm just gonna open up that door again. There we go. So,
Alright, we're not trapped.
but the other thing you've noticed is that the door to the left side of the room, the western side, it's slightly raised up. Like it's got a little bit of yeah, it's lifted a little bit.
We need to put more weight on the pressure, maybe? On the tile?
Okay. I'm gonna fill that. I'm gonna see if I can't fill that thing up with more stuff, rubble and all that.
I mean,
The crate.
you've already put all the bits of broken pottery in there. What else are you trying to fill it with?
Stone. Looks like there's rubble.
Right. Sure. You can put in a little bit more, I guess.
If push comes to shove, we can throw those Bravo swords in there.
Right. Yeah, you put some more in, and the door raises a bit higher. It's probably enough for someone to crawl through if they want to at the moment.
On the Viper swords in there.
And there's that vibro swords. It's about halfway open at the moment.
That's enough to do a power slide through.
After you.
Go ahead and kind of like do that stylish slide through the door. How
So
movies they always do.
I'm going to drop your guy
Yes.
over here, I guess.
Oh, welcome.
So as you slide through, up above you, you see a load of Shirax hanging off of the ceiling.
I'm not gonna make any move. Do they notice me?
Give me a hard stealth check and we'll find out.
Why, hello there, Shirax. I'm gonna pass out of exhaustion soon.
Yeah, you manage to, like, they don't notice you.
Quietly have my hands on my weapons, but I'm not going to do anything quite yet. Let other people come through.
Okay. Ah, that's where I put. Okay, sweet. Yeah.
Can we send Makun and some fighters in here, please?
Alright.
Yeah, so the other thing you start to notice is why don't I have you give me a lovely perception check? Probably a hard. Oh, actually, from your current position, can you notice it? Yeah, probably. Never mind, you don't notice anything. You just notice the Shirax on the ceiling.
That would be. I would focus my attention on that.
You don't have to take a strain for that one. That was more just.
Yep, I did.
You don't have to if you don't want.
Oh, sweet.
Not for that one, because that was more me working out whether or not I inform you of something else, but I don't. Right. So what are you gonna do from here? Also, give me that that stealth check.
What if?
Hard.
Okay, and I upgrade ability of all stealth checks by 2. Stealth +1, innate mastery of shadows.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to get in here without alerting him as well. I assume as he slides in, Nadrock sort of taps him and points upwards. Something.
Yep. Lots of hand signals.
I will look around the room then.
Sure. So from your current position, yeah, give me that same perception check that Nadrock did. See if you notice this.
Hard.
Yep.
Oh, actually, from where you are, yeah. So the sarcophagus to your right, you notice the lid is shaking.
I will gently tap Nadrock on the shoulder and point out the Wait, where's Nadrock?
So this one here,
Is he right next to me or?
he's in front of you right now.
Okay.
Can you not see him?
He may be buried by this token here.
That's his token, isn't it? Oh, never mind. There we go. I didn't realize
yes.
he was on the same space.
I will point out that. Boop. Hello, kitty.
Get down, kitty. Alright. Well, I'd say we fight because can't really check out this room in peace without it.
Using my in-suit mic, I will Have everybody come to the door, weapons drawn, and be ready to shoot upwards.
Hey, I wonder if we could like bait them, bait them all. Have I just run back underneath the door and just kind of lure them and just kind of like have them claw at the door and shoot them as they try and claw at the door.
How big are these things?
Shirehacks, they're size of big dogs, and then wingspan on top of that.
All right, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to point to Flynn, and I'm going to point motion at the door and motion with my hands, and I'm going to slide under, slide under, and I'm going to have like with 3, 2, 1, go, letting him know that we'll leave on 1.
Okay.
Just gonna start making my way backwards that way because I don't want to be in his way when he slides.
So I'm
Okay.
going to. My plan is to make a lot of noise to like activate my weapons, get their yell, scream at them, get their attention, and then slide underneath the door as
Okay.
once they like turn around.
I will wait. Wait. Why don't you use that forcey thingy and hit them all together?
A force move. I don't have any force attacks.
Oh, okay.
That was all
That's right.
silverback.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to make noise, that's easy done. You don't have to make a check for that. But if you're going to try and slide back quickly without getting caught up in it, I'll have you give me an athletics check.
I'll go ahead and do that. So I start yelling at them. I scream. As soon as they like turn their head, I'll start booking it as planned to the door and give a cool slide.
Okay. Average athletics will be fine.
I almost want to spend the destiny point just for this.
There you go.
Never mind. Oh, hey, look, you can get some of that strain back.
Okay, well, if we're going to enter into this, let's have everyone give me uh I guess it'll be a cool check.
Yeah. So we did initiate it.
What? Okay, there was not supposed to be difficulty on that.
Right. So
I hate how they add difficulty for your.
it should be 4-1.
Yep.
Hang on, where'd it go?
Can we add the rest of the clones and Marcoon?
Yeah, you can add them in. I'll roll for Marcoon for you.
Wow, that's an amazing amount of cool. Well, it's funny. Why do you hate me so much? We're missing Red and Envoy.
Yep. Why don't you pick the best of those two, and we'll remove the worst PC roll you've got, and we'll just shove them. Then they can all go in the one slot. So we'll remove the 0-0, and then you can pick whoever's got the best call out of Red and Envoy, and we'll just roll that for CLX, Red, and Envoy as the one slot, or whatever. There's difficulty on that, but it's 3-1.
3-1.
3-1. Go. Rearrange. Today. Okay. So one of the NPCs did get a triumph. So as Nadrock's sliding through, this first group of them just sorts of comes in and has a they fly quickly, and he's getting through this, but as he's sliding through, they lash out at him. And what's the difficulty on this?
Let's see, 5 setback and an upgrade, because I've got sense because of the darkness.
Yep. Well, they miss. I don't think it would have done a lot anyway to you, but yeah. And then beginning of the round. So yeah, they're trying to get underneath this door. So one of them should be able to get through here. The rest of them are flying this way. So 2 of them have come out through the door and are on their way up to Flynn, where they should be able to take a shot as well. So they'll. What's the difficulty for attacking Flynn?
600. Totally not it. Give me 1 second. I think it's just 1.
Just 1 setback.
Yeah.
Okay.
Check that one last time here. That's not it.
I'll add another setback or 2 if I have to.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so this lashes out at you, manages to hit. Whether or not it does much is dependent on your soak and whatnot.
So it's a total of what, 7?
Yep, with Pierce of 2.
Yeah, that's getting through.
Okay, and it's got just enough advantage to do a critical.
Why is there a critical roll offset? Well, that's awesome.
So how much damage did they do to you?
I have a soak of 4.
With a Pierce
So,
of 2, so 5.
Pierce 2. Yeah.
Okay. So who
I
wants to
don't think
take
this
the
plan
first
worked as
slot?
well as I thought. You know what? I'll have Nadrock go. Wait. Not quite sure how this encounter works, but okay.
What do you mean?
Are they groups of 2?
They're minion groups. So at the moment, they're
Right.
all part of the same group, the ones you can see.
Whose turn is it?
One of ours. So you can go first.
Any additional difficulty to attack them? Any defense or anything?
No, there is no. Actually, sorry. They have. Yeah, no extra difficulty in any sense.
Not even gonna bother doing any. The decrease in difficulty. Oh wait, damn. I did the lightsaber check and not the combat check, 'cause I'm an idiot. It's early.
It's okay.
There's the
Stats. Okay. Hang on, why are they... Oh, right, because it's a melee attack, isn't it? Not your weapon.
yeah. It's the Sith Warblade, which
Right,
uses
so you... Why is the lightsaber check significantly different in dice then?
What? Oh, because I didn't change it to lightsaber.
Okay, well, we'll take the first check, I guess.
Because that was my melee skill, not my lightsaber skill. I also attacked with... Hold on. I attacked with this one. This is the one I got equipped. This is the stats. There we go.
Right.
So the first roll I'll take, so it's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 damage, and then a crit with an offset of 2.
Okay.
Additional 2. With lethal blows, so actually 30.
So 15 damage.
It's like with the Ancient Sword, it doesn't do a lot of damage, but it crits on 1, so you just crit them to death.
And you did an offset of 2 with crit? 20?
Yep.
Right. So you kill 5 of the 6 right here that you can see. Do you want to give me a description of your attack?
Yeah, so as they're trying to come through, I'm kind of just like just chopping off the heads one by one as they're trying to fly through.
Okay. I'm just gonna file them.
And then someone else like to finish them off.
I would if, but
Okay, NPC
NPC go.
turn. So Yeah, that's their turn. Next NPC slot. There we go, that's them done. Who wants to take the next turn?
I'm guessing all I see is this guy.
You
the
can
door-
see any that are actually in your visual range.
Okay. Then that's within what range?
Whatever you can see is... in terms of distances, in here it's a relatively confined tomb. So basically your vision goes up to medium range. So anything that is within your line of vision is within medium range. You can't see beyond that at the moment. Short range is within
right?
4 squares, I believe. So
Okay.
from measuring from your point, so that'd be up to...
All right. I'll just take out that last guy, Chirac. Just difficulty 1. Mm. I'm not sure about the boost die. Because
Yeah,
that's from
just...
the gun.
Yeah, so we'll hang on.
If it's from the gun, does that count?
It says all boost die, so I'm assuming so. So we'll just ignore those last 2 advantage for now.
Might as well crit.
Okay. So you're just shooting the last one in this group here?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you're dealing 7 damage. Yep, you kill it.
And on that note, Flynn's doing what Flynn does best. Doing as much as possible to avoid combat.
Okay.
Probably should bring these guys in. Red Envoy, Bullseye, and we're missing Makun, kind of dragon. Okay.
Okay.
There we go. And blades are drawn, I'm guessing.
Yeah, everyone would be prepared for this.
Bullseye's just sitting in the back, ready to pick off anything that comes through and up.
Okay.
Actually, these guys will fall back here. Make life a lot easier. Combat.
Fair enough. Okay. Yeah. So who wants to go? I'm assuming. Yeah. So at the moment, because of the darkness, they can see about as far forward as you both can. I'm going to. Yeah, because your character should be emitting light, so they've got vision based on your light at the moment. Anyway, yeah, who wants to go?
I think I like this choke point, but the Alex is going to come up here to kind of fill it.
Okay. So there's definitely one within short range of CLX at the moment. I have no idea if you can see it or not.
All I see are dead ones. Short range? Yeah, CLX has got his weapons drawn.
And
His
do you
blades.
have access to CLX's vision?
Yeah, I do. Oh, you mean you're talking about this one right here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's got hand-to-hand stuff, and we're keeping him at the choke.
Okay.
If that makes any sense.
So he's moved. That leaves 2 more slots, which, you know what, we can probably get rid of the last 2 slots and just, because there's no NPCs down that end, it'll make things cleaner. There you go. So, yeah, the last PC slot you can use whatever you have remaining that you haven't already acted with.
Cool, we'll just kind of back up. And yeah. I think that's perfect, because everybody else is just going to take aim and, try to shoot above the heads of everybody, if that makes any sense.
Yep.
If they fly up, yeah.
Keep in mind, if you're shooting past people, you got to have that upgrade to difficulty.
Well, I was thinking, like, if they fly up, it'll be over here.
You mean
So
once
they'll be
they
shooting
get
up,
out?
not.
Because the door's only half.
Yeah, if they were able to get out and above, is what I'm saying.
Okay, sure. Right. Well, this first group here. I'm going to fly forward here. I think that's their turn. I don't think with the oh no, they should be able to act as well because that was only moving medium to short. Yeah, so they're going to take a strike at.
Wait, medium to short?
Well, they were in medium range from you. They're now in. Oh right, then there's short to engaged. Yeah, okay, never mind. They can't act yet.
Yay!
So that's them done. Who wants to take their turn? I guess.
I could try going with CLX if you want.
Oh, but they're flying,
Go
which
ahead.
means they have further ranges of movement. No, they do get to act. Sorry. That's yeah. So I guess they're going to strike at CLX. Sure. What sort of setback do they have? 2. Any upgrades to difficulty or just the setback?
Nope, this is setback.
So they strike at CLX. If they get through, then they're doing a critical. If they don't get through, then it doesn't matter.
Is that 4, 8? Here's a 2, 9. Soak. Oh, I think that's 1. Right.
If it's got Pierce of 2 and you've got 9 soak, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets 1 damage through. So take a critical, take 1 point of 1 wound. But the one that bites CLX, I'm assuming CLX does something. You can describe what they're doing in reaction, but basically one of them died because of the amount of strain they got. So I'm assuming the one that bit him has been killed by him in some manner.
That's not right.
That's got a heck of an offset on there for some reason.
Yeah, there shouldn't be an offset. I don't understand that. That's not right. D3. I'm gonna heal that because it's not right.
You've got it typed in.
Yeah, I have no idea why it was typed in.
You can manually apply one just as 53.
But I may have.
Oh, right.
Durable. Decrease crit rating by 10. I have 3 ranks in that.
Okay, so you're taking 23?
23. Yes. I am getting that offset out of there. I don't know why it's there. Okay.
It's not terrible. Yeah, so the one that bites him, I'm assuming CLX kills, but you can describe how that...
Yeah, he's just gonna headbutt it.
Okay.
Headbutt the Chirac.
Bites down, lifts his arm, and just headbutts it.
Use your head.
That's what helmets are for, right?
Right. Yeah, so now someone can act because that's the NPC turn done.
I will attack. Go see how many crits can I get. Not that many, but so 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage. And a crit with there's 4 offset because I can spend the 2 darks for advantage.
Right, you kill all the remaining in this group then? Do you want to describe how that goes?
Since they're behind the door, I'll kind of like this is easier than I thought, and I'll kind of like do a slide and the twirl of death, whirlwind of death, kind of spin around in a circle, take them all out.
Okay. Yeah, so next NPC turn. There you go. And
you're gonna be on the other side of the door, right? Then, if you do.
I did say that, yes. I didn't realize there was more. Well, it's all right. They can all take attacks at me. They're not going to do much to me. with my defense. Melee defense of 5 and an upgrade. They try and attack me, it'll be fine.
Okay. Yeah, so, who wants to take the turn?
They attack?
No, they moved out of range of Nadrock at the moment.
So that's one move. And then wielding. Give me 1 second here.
Okay.
Oh. Oh. There's gonna be a lot of crits.
Okay. How many?
Well, let's see. Well, right away I can hit twice with my weapons, and then the rest I crit at 1, 2, so 1 for the crit, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a triumph.
So 4 crits and a triumph.
Yep, and we're doing 13 damage with a pierce of 2. Oh, and a vicious of 3.
Yeah, you've killed all of them.
Oh. Yeah, Lex, we'll just turn to Nadrock. Can't let you have all the fun.
Be my guest.
And then Flynn will yell, "What about the coffin?"
The lid appears to still be shaking. I'm gonna have CLX give me a quick perception check.
Alright, if Bram Stoker's Dracula comes out, I'm gonna be upset. Perception. What's diff?
Difficulty will be it'll be hard because of its current position. Because of CLX's current position.
Three successes.
Okay. So CLX just barely notices something because the light shining from Nadrock is blocked by the pillar at the moment, but he notices climbing on this side of the pillar here. Can you see that ping? No?
No.
Where is it not pinging properly? Oh, because I'm in the wrong layer. That would do it. There we go. So yeah, climbing
Yeah,
on this side of the pillar is he notices like it's crawling along like I mean some sort of insect, except that he described it. Except that he sort of points at it and says, "There's some dude in armor crawling around on the back of this pillar."
Not creepy at all.
As he says that, it sort of shrieks at him.
rude intergalactic gesture.
I'm sure he's friendly.
Going to. And it leaps off of the pillar at CLX.
Is that what kind of roll is that?
Initiative to work out where it was going
Oh,
in the turn order. Which isn't very high, you'll both act first, but the triumph lets it leap.
like there's no difficulty to that. I hope that was initiative. Thank God
Yeah,
it was.
that was.
So it got its first. So 2 and 4. Okay. So it's either you or me, Nadrock.
Would you like to go first?
You know, I think I would. What's the def on this guy?
It has. Adversary 2 and 2 melee and 2 range defense.
That's not as cool.
So depending on if you're doing melee or ranged, it doesn't really matter. Both gonna have.
Nope. Yep, they're both the same.
Dealing.
So that's 16 with the Pierce of 2.
Okay. And take some strain, I guess.
I mean, that's not bad for, you know.
No, that's not too bad.
Especially with all that difficulty. Jesus. That's a lot of difficulty.
You seem to have some extras.
I do have some extras. I didn't
add
add
one
the
more
upgrades.
one more damage to it. And we'll just remove the first 2 purples, I guess.
Oh, so no strain.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
But yeah, I don't. Did you add them as
That would
red
be-
instead of upgrade or something?
Yeah, I added them as the higher one. I didn't. I do the upgrade button. That was on my. That was on me.
Right. Who wants to take the next go?
I'll go. So 2 upgrade and 2 defense.
Yeah.
Where? Oh, it's this guy. So I'm but actually, nah, it's fine.
Okay.
That's actually a really bad roll for me, but I still hit.
It's dealing 12 damage.
Yep.
Can you crit?
Yep. With an offset of 20.
You got an extra comma in that one too. At the end.
Oh, yep. I think I probably deleted something.
Why has it got previous criticals? There aren't any previous criticals. You said offset of 20 as well, didn't you?
Yep.
So it should actually be a little bit more anyway, because I forgot to put that in, so it should be 89. Okay. So, right. Then it's going to, let's roll the 1, it'll be a CLX, it'll attack. 2, it'll respond to Nadrock. Go.
Yay!
5. So 5 step back and an upgrade.
And it has to increase the difficulty by 1. So it's going to do that. So yeah, it swings this thing at you.
Nope. Well, it hits. Doesn't do anything though.
Okay.
10 with a Pierce of 2.
I have what's it?
Cortesis.
Okay. Who wants to go next?
Wait, I don't think I should have taken that critical.
Why?
'Cause I have I have the cortosis.
Oh no, cortesis. Well, does it?
Cortosis just ignores 1 point of breach, as in breach. The actual skill breach doesn't act like breach. If it's pierce, it still goes through.
Actually, the description it says pierce and breach, if I'm not mistaken.
I thought it does it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is pierce as well. You're right. Yeah, you can undo that crit, I guess.
Yay! Do that crit.
I know, because its breach is so cortosis is so broken that we had to nerf it because
Yeah.
It's fucking dumb. All breach. Fuck you, breach.
And pierce and yeah.
It's only the first level of breach.
Not by
That's
rules.
the house rules. The actual system rules is every point,
Which is fucking
regardless.
dumb.
So something could technically have breached 10 in basic system rules, and Cortosis just goes, nah.
Nah.
Which is kind of nuts. Especially given that some things with like breach of 2, like what's the point? Because
Yeah.
either it gets through or someone has Cortosis and it doesn't anyway.
Yeah.
I wonder if it was supposed to be rules as intended, not rules as written.
I have no idea. But yeah, it's why in all the ones that I run, I go, yeah, no, it just ignores one point of breach rather than all breach, because it's...
And the sad part is it's still super worth to take with
Yeah.
that.
Right. Yeah, so who was going next? I guess everyone remaining, rather.
Yeah, they everybody else will be hanging back, I think. Wait, did the room just light up?
What?
Like everything got lighter for me. I see everything in the room.
Hang on. Everything?
Everything. I don't know if Nadrock can see everything, but I can.
I have no idea how. Like, what can you see currently?
Like the whole room is lit up. I can see everything. I don't want to give anything away if Nadrock can't see everything either.
You shouldn't be able to. I'm trying to work out the why right now. Did that change it?
Hold on. Nope. I can still see everything.
What about that?
I'm just gonna hit refresh.
He was given a force vision.
It's potential.
I have not. My thing is normal, so.
I'm hitting refresh.
Okay.
Okay, refresh helped.
I don't know. Yeah, I couldn't work out what was going on there.
And I'm not even running with hack, so
Hey, it doesn't always act as intended, roll 20. Okay. Yeah, I guess if Flynn, Red, Bullseye, and or Envoy can all go.
I'll move up. Not sure what happened to Bullseye.
What? He's in the back. Oh, he's outside your line of vision. There you go.
But yes, that's this one. Makun was able to run up. Will he be able to get a swing in from the
Yeah,
side?
I don't see why not.
So I don't know who has Nedrock. Do you have his access to his character sheet?
Whose character sheet?
Makun.
I think
Oh,
it's...
probably. Yep. Alright. Too difficult. to. Who's he attacking?
Well, I'm assuming the
Probably.
armor.
Yep.
The only guy we can attack.
2 upgrades. Oh no, not 2 reds. Bonk. You bonked him. That was a bonk.
Dealing 10 damage, I guess.
Yep. 10 damage. Nothing more, nothing less.
Pierce of 2.
Here's a 2.
Vicious seems oddly spelled.
That's because it is.
Vicus.
Vicus.
Vicus. Vicus.
There we go. Yeah, so you deal a little more damage to it, I guess, and yeah, then we'll go beginning of the round.
I guess I will go ahead and crit him. Presumably. Hopefully. Yeah. That'll be 11 damage with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. The last one is lethal blows. 6 offset.
11
6 offset.
damage.
That's a lot of advantage.
So I'm going to put it in as 50 offset because it seems to think there's one more previous critical than there is for some bizarre reason. Well, that doesn't work.
Very hard for him to bleed out.
Maybe he's not bleeding out, but he's falling apart.
That's a good idea. Let's go with that. He's appears to be losing limbs by the moment. Beginning or something, somewhere along those lines.
Yeah, I'll just use 1. Yeah, it's enough to crit.
And with bleeding out or falling apart, every 5 wounds, he takes another crit. So,
4,
and crit.
2, 4, 6. So that's 18 damage.
Probably 3 crits. 3 additional crits.
Vicious 3. Oh wait, I may actually have lethal blows on here too. Vicious 3. And that is not. I was in the right one. Wake up. I got like an hour's sleep if I'm lucky. I think it rained out last night, so I'm like one of those people that like when it rains, I don't get tired. I get awake. I don't understand if that you know what I'm saying. So yeah, a lethal blows of 1. So offset of 40, plus whatever crits beforehand.
Okay. You said vicious 4, 3.
Yeah, it's gonna it's four altogether with lethal blows and vicious 3.
Okay. And then you're dealing
18 damage, pierce 2. Oh shit. That could be another 4 on top of that. If that's wow.
Yeah, it is. I think so. I'd be very surprised if it's still.
You know, I think CLX is just gonna Spartan kick it and it shatters into pieces.
Right.
Space Spartans.
And right. Yeah. So you kick it. It just shatters into pieces on the ground. Lands the armor it's wearing, the sword, or the ancient blade rather, and yeah, that's that thing done. And yeah, what does everyone want to do at this point?
Anybody taking damage?
No, actually.
What do you got for wounds?
Yeah, none. Wait, how many 10 wounds? Oh, from last time. Yeah, I'm still. Yeah. I was like, wait, how did I?
Yeah, so everyone can give that cool or discipline check and recover strain at least. Make sure you take your difficulty off of it. That was the wrong thing.
Oh, yeah. My bad.
That's fine.
And I didn't even need to roll it. Derp. After that guy.
Flynn, want to do some look at skullduggery around?
Well, if we got a little bit of downtime, I'd like to heal some people. Like, mainly myself. Ooh, I should have taken 2 less damage too.
Okay.
Oh, I should have taken that 8. No, Flynn. Anyways, I need to roll easy. Tight.
Thank you.
Alter. Wow.
That wasn't the greatest roll.
Nope, it was not. And I guess it's looking like I'm rolling skullduggery. So I suppose look around. Or am I just walking up to the sarcophagi? And is it still shaking?
Yes.
Well, the sarcophagi is still shaking. I'm going to do a heal for Nadrock, and I think now is not the best time to be doing that, as I point out the still shaking sarcophagi. And no crits, correct? For Nadrock.
Oh yeah, Danar doesn't take crits.
Is that better?
It does. Well, doesn't really heal me at all, but it's okay.
Strain. I think it takes care of strain.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me double check that. Per uncancelled success, and 1 strain per uncancelled. 2 advantage.
Okay, so a few strain. That's still good. Strain is important too.
Let's go check out that sarcophagi. If you want to lead the way.
All right, Mr. Scaredy Pants.
I'm not scared. Just I know my limits.
Whatever you say, Mr. Scaredy Pants. All right.
If I'm scared, then I'm scared. Still can't.
Where's the sarcophagus?
The one that was shaking was this one here.
Yeah, I'll go up to it.
So as you reach towards it, you notice this gloved hand with 1 or 2 of the fingers missing and some bones sticking through, slowly sliding the lid off from
cool.
inside.
Hello, Mr. Skeleton. Would you like me to send you back into your grave?
Rise from your grave. Anybody know that reference?
Yeah, Rise of Alter. Classic Genesis game. I got you.
Alter Beast. Yeah.
Yeah, Alter Beast. Yeah, I'm sorry. I knew it was Alter something. And it's like weird floating heads as well. That brown guy.
I remember playing it in the demo in Target. I think it was.
I played it in a demo in one of those demo CDs on the Dreamcast.
Target or
anyway. I do have to go soon.
Okay.
Play a little more, but
Um,
got to go to work.
okay. Right. Would it be easier to stop it here because?
It would be. I can go a little bit more, but it would be easier to stop it here.
Okay. Well, how about we finish the session here and pick back up next time with investigating this sarcophagus and whatever else.
Cool. See you guys next time.
Yeah.
Yep.
And XP will be. There we go.
Well, at least I'll have enough credits for my space yacht.
Yep. Not that it's gonna matter a lot, because after Korriban, it's basically. I mean, it's still probably worth recording for if we pick up a continuation somewhere down the track. But next, we all know the next campaign will be the Old Republic anyway.
With my crazy Ewok.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be great. Let's see, XP.
I like that Star Wars has, when it comes to the Sith, ways of doing things like this. I mean, technically, the armor has to be possessed by a Sith spirit, as opposed to the skeleton inside, but it's still a lot of fun to be able to do this sort of thing.
I just realized how, potent CLX was with just one Beskad. Progression.